Ken Jennings has taken a page from Alex Trebek's book with a savage burn on Tuesday. The Jeopardy! Host let contestant Justin White have it for incorrectly guessing a historical figure with only a first name. Returning champ James Tyler, a senior editor from Pennsylvania, faced Aaron Sheedy, a library science graduate student from Pittsburgh, and Justin, an orchestra director from Kansas. In Double Jeopardy, Justin picked the $1,200 clue in the category a century ago, 2023. Ken, 49, read alongside a photo of King Tut's tomb. Peering back millennia, this archaeologist opens King Tut's burial chamber in the Valley of the Kings. Justin guessed, "Who is Howard?" which was incorrect as the clue was looking for archaeologist Howard Carter. No one else buzzed in. That joke had me in stitches. Ken couldn't let Justin slide for going with the figure's first name. He ruled after the timer for anyone else to guess one off. "Howard's his first name, Justin, you must have known him well." The audience burst out laughing as the contestant nervously giggled. Internet users lost it and appreciated Ken's ice-cold reaction on Reddit. One person wrote, "Ken's "you must have known him well" quip about Justin being on a first-name basis with Howard Carter was absolute perfection. That joke had me in stitches, wrote another. In Final Jeopardy, James had $15,000, Justin $9,200, and Aaron $7,000. Final Jeopardy read, a city of about 2.5 million people. Since 1984 for political reasons, it has been in the name of an Olympic team. Aaron hilariously wrote Pittsburgh, her hometown, which was incorrect, and Ken snarked, "Which Olympic team do you feel has Pittsburgh in its name?" She replied, "All the good ones." James was also incorrect with "What is Serbia plus Montenegro?" dropping $4,000. Justin was the only player correct with Taipei jumping to $14,701, making him the new champion, and he looked thrilled. Can you not? The last episode, promising two-day champ Alex Gordon, a med student, lost in a hotly debated way. The host suggested he bet big on a surgical-based daily double, which proved to be his demise. The screen displayed that he had found the daily double under the category stick incoming. Ken surprisingly urged, "How confident are you in a medical category, Alex?" Alex took a moment and then decided to put a sizable $12,000 on the line. "Wow!" Ken then remarked. "Okay, well, we know you graduated. Let's see if it pays off," he added. The daily double read, Joba Chamberlain used the scar from below the elbow surgery named for his fellow pitcher as part of a smiley face tattoo. Alex shrugged and incorrectly guessed, "Who is Joe DiMaggio?" "Ah no," Ken somberly ruled. "That's called Tommy John surgery." Tommy John. Alex sunk from first to third place and was left with $3,000, losing the game. Many fans blamed Ken, even if it was shocking to some that the contestant didn't know it. One Reddit user wrote, "Normally, I enjoy Ken's interactions with contestants during gameplay. But that was wrong of him to goad Alex into an unnecessarily large wager on a daily double that was basically a sports clue." Another argued, yes, Alex was a two-time defending champ who knew such a wager could cost him the lead with only 5 clues remaining. He has no one but himself to blame. But, I just don't think Ken should influence games with side comments relating to contestants' areas of expertise. A third wrote, "What really surprised me is after Alex made the big bet, Ken goes wow, as if he had no idea his comments might influence the size of Alex's wager." And a fourth agreed, "I like Ken a lot, but that was a little dicey." Channeling Trebek. That said, since Ken has returned in place of mayim bialik this month, he's made some quips that have come across as just plain funny. On July 3's game, a top-line clue for $400 clue read, "There's no upper age limit for U.S. president, some want one set at this age that Joe Biden blew past in 2012. The year 2012, more than a decade ago, was the key to the question. President Biden is now 80 years old, so the correct response, when considering 2012, would be 70. However, Eileen Del Toro guessed, "What is 80? "No, I'm sorry," Ken snarkily shot back with a smirk. "The president's not in his early 90s yet." One fan wrote, "I love that." felt very Trebeckish, in a genuine way. Chiding contestants for making mistakes without being cruel is a tough balance to strike, and Ken's finding it, referring to late host Alex Trebek. Next season in Jeopardy! Mayim, 47, and winningest contestant Ken were chosen as the co-successors to the late Alex in 2022 after his tragic passing at age 80. Ken is hosting episodes until July 28, at which point Jeopardy! Will take its summer hiatus. Mayim exited her most recent hosting slate early this season to support the WGA writers' strike, which Ken is not in solidarity with. Season 40 is set to debut with the 2023 Tournament of Champions, but some fans are worried that the ongoing WGA strike will impact the schedule as all of Jeopardy's writers are still striking. Ken Jennings stood tall behind the podium, ready for another exciting episode of Jeopardy! The iconic quiz show had been a staple in American households for decades, and with Jennings now in the host's seat, he had taken over the reins with ease, bringing his own flavor of wit, knowledge, and, on occasion, sharp quips. This episode was no different, except tonight, Jennings had a particularly lively group of contestants. Among them was Justin White, a charismatic young man with a confident demeanor that immediately caught the audience's attention. White had been winning for 2 consecutive nights, not through overwhelming knowledge, but more through cunning strategy and a bit of luck, managing to outbid his competitors in Final Jeopardy to secure victories. As the game began, Justin appeared to be just as self-assured as ever. Flashing a smile, he grabbed the buzzer quickly and locked in answers before his competitors could react, racking up points with lightning speed. Ken Jennings, however, kept a watchful eye. Having been a legendary Jeopardy! Contestant himself, Jennings understood the ebb and flow of the game better than anyone. He knew that, despite Justin's early lead, the game was far from over. As the first round of questions progressed, it became clear that while Justin had a quick buzzer hand, his knowledge was sometimes shaky. The questions became trickier, and soon, his competitors started closing in. Contestant Sarah, a librarian from Vermont, began gaining ground with her quiet, precise answers, while Mark, a high school teacher from Arizona, surged forward with an impressive streak in the science and nature category. By the time they reached Double Jeopardy, Justin's once dominant lead was shrinking. He fumbled a few clues in the world capitals category, and his overconfidence began to show. It was during one of these moments that Ken Jennings seized an opportunity for a quick, playful jab. The category was famous quotations. The $1,000 clue flashed on the screen. This U.S. president famously stated, "Speak softly, and carry a big stick." Justin, quick on the buzzer, responded confidently, "Who is Abraham Lincoln?" A brief silence filled the studio, followed by a buzz indicating the incorrect answer.